to
Watercooler.
Ba-ba-ba-dum.
Watercooler. Watercooler.
Ba-ba-ba-da. Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for hanging with us. You know how the show goes. Chris Locks, want to kick it with my cruel digital friend and Gary and Kaylin and Matt on a weekday. Let me introduce everybody who's here. I'm going to bring up Matt Fondelier first. He's laughing. He knows why. Skip during the intro from his winter goblet. Very stemmed. Very festive.
All bets are off during the holidays.
Okay.
A straight up goblet.
Did you make that glass, Matt? That
No,
had a
no,
wine
we have a
glass
whole-
with snowmen on it.
No, we have a whole series of glasses from.
Don't,
It's called Lolita.
Don't tell anybody.
Lolita.
Yeah, Google that company.
You should. It's a great holiday gift.
There you go. Nice little holiday cup to drink from. Well, anyway, Matt Fond, all the way in Austin, Texas. Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. And then all the way in North Hollywood, California, Mike Dawson in the house.
Hello, my cruel digital friend.
Hi, Dawson.
Or Bud. Or Bud.
We're buds. Are we
Bud.
bud?
Or Bud. We're Bud.
Or when
What's
I
up,
when I
Bud?
say bud, are you just thinking of dank nugs?
I'm always
Flour.
thinking of dank nugs, so
Just
Yeah,
thinking of
that's
you're-
a
that
you're
piece of
connected?
flour?
catch 22.
No,
Is
it's
what connected?
That is straight iPad audio.
Mike is not.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this
Damn
is
it.
not good.
And then all the
All right.
way in Long Beach, California,
Thanks, buddy.
Caitlin Bean.
What's going on?
Oh, Caitlin, just podcasting with my buds, like
Good.
I've been saying. Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Good to see you.
Yo,
Fun.
did
Yeah.
that take over now? Stand by.
And then we'll do a sound check with Dawson later. Then all the
Sorry,
way
guys.
in Orange County, California, Gary Smith.
So what's up?
Hi, Gary. Oh, man, do we have some show today? We have a Shay. We also have a way back machine / this is how you remind me clip.
Let's
that
just rebrand it right now. I can't suffer through this anymore. It's the
Sing
word
it, Dawson.
to remind me.
This is how you remind me.
I like you to say sorry.
That's a,
Is this the intro?
That
And
could
then-
be the intro right there.
for Casey Peters putting the finishing touches on his next intro. We just canceled that one. And then also Kaylin has a segment, and it's not a flick in the bean today. So
Wow,
yeah,
Uh-oh.
just,
that's a tease.
if you can do process of elimination, you could probably figure out what it is. But we'll just I'll just leave it at that. Keep it light. So I just I had a little. I've been watching holiday movies lately, and I totally get it.
Very mad of you.
I used to make fun of Matt for this. Now I must praise him. I must commend him. Matt, you were onto something. It just helps. But
That's nice, right?
my holiday spirit has been enlightened, enthralled, rejuvenated, because I've been putting on, even in the background, just Christmas movies.
What's been on the lineup? What do you got so far?
Let's
What
see.
stood out?
Well, obviously, I mentioned I watched Polar Express.
Mhm.
I watched I watched a little bit of this movie called Xmas. Not very good. Jen's friend
Sounds
told
like a
me to watch
horror
it.
movie.
The simple title.
Xmas. Yeah.
Xmas, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's I forget what, I think it's on Prime, but it's like it's like a Hallmarky kind of rom-com.
Ew, a Hallmarky rom-com on Prime. That sentence is just awful.
Here's my
Yeah.
issue with it. It's
Why?
like
Why? Is the microphone working now, by the way?
Hard to
I
tell.
don't think so.
no,
I
it's
don't
not.
Okay. I'm just going to sign out and come back in.
Right, there he goes. My issue with these
All right, it's password protected, right? He
kind
can't
of
come back,
movies,
right?
like first off, they star really pretty people, like influencers sometimes, and it kind of takes you out of it. Like
You need somebody to be a little bit homely to be believable.
yes, thank you, Gary. I need homeliness. Hold on, I feel like Dawson's gonna just check in the middle of this jag here.
Go on.
Oh, I think you got it. Wait,
I
Dawson.
think you got it.
Continue.
Yeah, all right, I think you're on. So yeah, they're just a little too pretty, I think. So it kind of takes you out of this guy who's down on his luck and trying to navigate his problems during the holidays. Um, and it was just a little too on the nose as far as some of the joke. Like for instance, you have the parents who aren't very hip but try to be. So two people are arguing, and she's like, "Hey, I'd hit that. Why don't you guys just stop it? I'd hit that." And they're like, "Mom, do you even know what that means?" "Yeah, doesn't it mean to stop arguing? I'd hit that." "Oh my God, Mom, it doesn't mean that at all." It's like, okay, uh,
How
it,
did you find this movie? You just
Uh,
found it and
yeah.
I'll press play on
Yeah.
it?
No,
Or
one
is there
of
backstory?
a couple of Jen's friends said, "Hey, we're all gonna watch this movie. Let's all watch it and then talk about it." So they watched it,
Okay.
and I had it on the background, and I was not.
There you
happy.
go.
I watched both Home Alones
Nice.
in one night.
That is correct, by the way, because I reject wholly anything besides both Home Alones.
Thank you.
The problem with watching them both back to back is that it's essentially the exact same movie. Like the second one copied the first formula so hardcore to the point where they have to force in this plot line where he has access to an abandoned home to set traps in that they just
Yeah.
happen to want to rob. Like it's just really, I mean, it's an incredible film, don't get me wrong, but it's just to watch them back to back, I feel like you give it a day.
Yeah, I know it is, and like really, he's gonna run into Harry and Marv again, and then just and set traps against these guys again. But I will say this: Harry and Marv are hilarious. Daniel Stern has this scream where he hits this upper register, and I was laughing pretty hard at some of his antics, and then of course Joe Pesci, who I heard was just terrible to work with in this movie.
That's
For
better.
for a few reasons. One is, and Gary, I don't know what you'll think about this. He was consistently late to set and forced the crew to film later in the day because he had to get a nine holes in before he could act every day.
I'm very torn.
Yeah.
Part of me can see where he's coming from. Part of me does not like the disrespect of the entire rest of the crew just because he wanted to play golf.
And they did it even with knowing that Macaulay Culkin, the child actor, cannot work past 10 o'clock because due to laws. So they had to find some sweet spot to appease, I guess, both child actors. Yeah, Joe was able to get some golf in before each day of filming.
Yeah,
I wonder
given
where they
that so
filmed
much
that, where he got
so
to
much
play
of that
golf.
movie is filmed in New York City, that's extra rude because that means he had to travel to find a golf course.
Oh, I think that was the first movie when that happened. So
okay.
it was hard for him to work even in the first film, and they still wanted him back though because he was so funny and so great in it. But the thing I noticed most about the first Home Alone, and by the way, Doss, which is your favorite of the two?
I like Home Alone 3 and not watching Home Alone.
I
that's
also
what it
enjoy
was called.
3, not
You
more than
Home
the
Alone
other ones.
3,
but
You
I
do
never
not
saw
enjoy
3.
I enjoy 3.
No, you
Kaylin, no,
I do,
hold on.
I do.
Kaylin could enjoy 3 because Kaylin was probably at the right age when 3 came out.
Correct.
Oh, there
that
is a
what-
third
is
one?
that-
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of them, but most people reject everything after 2.
The
Anyway,
third one is
I'm not saying it's
I've
better
never
than
seen
the
one of
first 2. I'm just saying that I enjoyed it many times in my youth.
yeah, but that's about the age you were when that hit. That's
Yeah.
really what that is. I bet if we
Yeah.
found each other guys your age, we would probably find some similar opinions.
Home Alone. There aren't even memes for Home Alone 3. Like people just forgot about that movie. It should have been straight to video, and
It definitely was.
no, I think I think it had a theatrical run, and I think it starred a young Scarlett Johansson. In fact, I'm almost positive it
Yeah.
did.
You're
That
right.
sounds very accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, that one is forgotten, unfortunately, Kaylin. It is weird that you like
I didn't forget it.
It bothers
Dude,
me.
it had a good theatrical run. It did 79.1 million at the
See?
box
Yeah.
office.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow,
maybe it
corrected.
is. Maybe I just am a generation too late to enjoy it. But anyway, so Home Alone 1, I was watching it, and I've seen that movie 1,000 times. Like I'm annoying to Jen who's watching it because I'm saying every line before it happens. And the thing I noticed most about this rewatch was, and I never realized it any other time when I was a kid watching it. It never even bothered me, never occurred to me how rich the McAllister family is, because they are straight up taking a family of like 15 for a Christmas trip to Paris. That's where they all go, and then they forget Kevin.
And all the
15
adults are flying. All the adults are flying first class.
The adults are flying first class. That's their. It's a Christmas trip, where they're flying from Chicago to Paris.
Well, here's the other one, Chris.
Insane.
Here's the other one that really stuck out. I don't know what mystical children there are, but how in this house that has 11 sleeping children is anyone sleeping to 8 a.m.? That would never happen in my house. There's no way that some kid would be up.
There are some plot holes in this movie. I will say.
He's in the attic, right? Or am I wrong about that?
He's
Yeah,
in
he's
the
been
attic, but the whole rest of the fucking house sleeps through the alarm because the power's out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
okay, yeah.
no kid woke up and wanted a fucking applesauce thing. Like, what are you talking about?
I realized too, I don't know if anyone's made this observation before, but Kevin McAllister was actually one of the original Bobo boys, because if memory serves correctly, he sees a picture of Buzz's girlfriend and his response, woof.
Was his girlfriend, which was actually the son of one of the producers, because they didn't want to fucking make fun of a girl, so they
Ahead of
dressed.
their time. Ahead of their time. Chris
Awful.
Columbus on it.
What did he say, Matt?
Well,
He said, "Woof."
yeah, he looks at
Oh,
a
he
picture
said
of his
whoop.
older brother's
Whoop.
Have you never seen
girlfriend.
Home Alone?
Okay.
Oh,
No, I've
Dawson's
never seen Home Alone.
Oh,
No,
you haven't seen a lot of Christmas movies.
I haven't seen a lot of movies.
There you go.
You've seen The Next 3 Days more than once.
Twice.
Yeah, speaking of holiday movies and loving to watch Christmas movies during this time of year, have you enjoyed watching
shut your
Hunter
mouth.
Killer yet?
You shut your
Next, our next movie club
I have
assignment.
not.
I am once again, man. I have seen this movie before and I am destroyed. I'm struggling to watch this movie. I got my Christmas tree sitting next to me. I'm surrounded by Christmas lights, and I am just watching people fighting on a goddamn submarine, and I'm so sad. I'm so
Get out
sad.
a goblet and fucking feel it, pal, because you're gonna watch that fucking movie, and I'm gonna quiz you about parts of the end. I don't think
I know.
you turn this shit off 3/4 of the way through. There will be a test.
I don't feel bad. In fact, it makes me happier how much Matt is
Me too. Are you kidding me? This is the greatest thing in the world for
this
me.
season. We're really ruining the holiday spirit for him. And obviously the McAllister's house just quite absurdly large. Absurd. I
A
can see why-
really nice house. They're gonna be the richest. I've seen
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
I've seen the fact that they are flying first class to France.
Yes.
But for people that smart to make that much money, to be so stupid and leave your fucking kid at home,
Yeah.
no. And someone I mean, let's face it, Macaulay Culkin, that's a fucking adorable child. He was probably the light of that family. They all loved him. And
Not
not,
enough-
one
Not really.
person, not one person is
know.
like, hey, where's my favorite grandchild?
No, he's
Or
the
where's
annoying.
Dawson
should
is
have
clearly not seeing this
Dawson-
Or
movie.
where's my favorite nephew?
Dawson needs to start questioning movie character decisions in movies he's never seen before. Like, we need to just get him on some fucking, Godfather shit and just have him just go
Ugh.
crazy on theories.
You know,
It'd be
you know who
called
really
Why
gets
I haven't
away.
watched this garbage.
First of all, not garbage, but you know who gets away without taking the flack that they deserve is the fucking annoying neighbor kid who is rooting through their fucking luggage, stealing things as Kevin, and thus gets a 15 count. And then he just like disappears, fucks off into the woods, and like
Bye, guys.
that's the end of the character.
Why couldn't you
Like,
have picked Home Alone for fucking movie night, Gary? You understand how much fun we'd be having right now?
I
This
could have,
is-
Matt.
And for those who
get
don't
it,
know, this
and
is
I get it.
basically movie club. What we're doing right now. We just our memories of Home Alone is what we do at Movie Club on Patreon. I suggest everybody subscribe.
Oh, wait, aside from Chris, who here has watched Home Alone in the last 30 days? I definitely have.
Not me.
I have not, but like Chris, it is essentially committed to memory, so I can
Yeah,
watch
well,
it in my
it's a
mind.
Christmas movie, Matt. So why don't you throw it in the rotation, there, bucko?
Because I don't want to watch the same ones, Gary. I watch different Christmas movies every year. I'm
New
trying
ones.
to. I'm trying to watch new ones.
But then what we end up with is that piece of dog shit that you made us watch for Movie Club last year.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's
that
a
was
risk.
bad.
It's a risk.
That one was really bad.
What is the
I'm
last?
saying,
What
I
is
don't
the
like-
last classic? Is it Elf?
Yeah,
The
probably.
last
Yeah,
Christmas
probably.
classic. That's not. It wasn't that long ago.
It's like
It's like
2000.
03.
Oh, was it?
I think so. It was
Really?
right around the same time as Old School.
That's pretty long
correct.
ago. Then.
They were back to back for him.
Yeah.
You're right. It's 2003, Kaylin. Great fucking memory.
That's the only
Um,
one I've watched so far. I am trying to get my kids into Elf. Probably harder than I should because I think they're too young still, but I don't care. I still just put it on anyway. And
Here's a There's a fun fact that you may know or may not know. All the scenes in Elf where he is walking around the streets of New York City interacting with people, those are not actors. They just fucking shot that shit guerrilla style with random fucking people on the streets of New York. And so those reactions are all real reactions of people who probably did not recognize Will Ferrell because he didn't become the biggest star in the world until after that movie.
I like that, and I appreciate that.
Me too.
Yeah. I admire movies that take risks like that, and then they have the real reaction. And I like the improv of it all too. Like in Home Alone, John Candy's scenes all improv. You can kind of tell
The Polka King.
if you know, but yeah, you can tell. Like, some of his lines go pretty long. You're like, all right, man, what's going on here? And then you realize that he only worked for one day and just improv'd everything. But legend, nonetheless. How many? On another note, because I've been getting this a lot lately. How many telemarketer calls do you guys get throughout the day?
I feel like there's a
every
good
day.
gap. Like I won't get any for like 2-3 weeks, and then in 1 week I'll get a bunch, and then
I'm
of course I
Galen.
don't answer them, and
I'm
so
similar.
then they fuck off for another couple weeks until it comes around again.
I'm jealous. I've been getting about 5 to 6 a day.
That's insane.
And I don't
Well,
know
you
what-
are giving your phone
Start
number out to
blocking.
random Facebook ads, so
I'm not.
that's-
What are you talking about? Oh, just that one. You think it was all from that one?
I think yeah.
Yeah, I've just been getting, and now it's to the point where, okay, the way they usually go is you answer and there's a silence. Because I pick up a lot of unknown numbers just because it might have to do with
There.
like.
See,
work
this
and
is the
stuff.
problem. You're picking up these calls, Chris. That's why you keep getting.
He can't
sent.
really help it though.
But you kind of have to though.
Yeah.
Because I
You
have like a
never know
guest
who's
for the
calling.
Corolla shows, like, hey, I'm outside. Can you get me?
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't your phone say possible telemarketer?
Yeah, it does sometimes. Sometimes. And I will let those go too. But then if it doesn't, I say hello. There's like a 2-second gap of silence, and then you hear like a little click as if somebody's like, "Oh, somebody picked up. Let me sign on to this call. Hey, how's it going?" And it's infuriating. But now they're starting to do it in my voicemail, to where my voicemail will just be,
That
"Oh,
sucks.
hey, this is a message for whoever answered this call," or sometimes they know my name, "Oh, for Chris," and I'm just, hello, like they think I picked up, and then they just hang up. And I just thought, what year is it that we need telemarketers in our lives? Like nobody is buying what you're selling. And how is there a market for this? How is there a market for people to afford having people just cold call other people trying to sell them shit or sign up for shit? Like, wait, we're past that already. Most people shouldn't even be picking up unknown numbers. And look, I know I'm picking up, but I'm not making them any money by picking up. At least I don't think, unless they're just using my info.
You should watch Telemarketers on
Yes.
HBO Max.
So I
Pretty
was gonna
good.
say the
That'll
same
answer
thing.
a lot of your questions.
There's
They're all
Have you guys
scams.
seen that?
They're all scams. Every
I
one
haven't
of them.
seen it.
I know they're scams, but it's just
great.
like, how do they afford? Like, where do they get their startup money from? Because it's
Old people.
It's all the old people that are
Old
ruining
people.
it.
Old people give money away. They don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. They just take advantage of old people.
Exactly.
You should watch Telemarketers. It's
to watch
a great
telemarketers.
docuseries, like 3 parts, but
little
it's
long.
all. It doesn't matter. It's
Sorry, Matt. It's Christmas. I can't.
It's a great point. Save it for the new year.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I was thinking like telemarketers are becoming like, they're just like the mosquitoes of human beings. Like, why? Why do we need them? They're nothing but a nuisance. And I can't stand them.
Yeah,
So
they're a bunch of fucking ex-cons and like guys
Is
who
that what-
can't get
oh, does it-
jobs anywhere else.
maybe I will watch this doc then if it shows like, yeah, the people that do it and everything too. Oh, Matt's saying it does. All right. Telemarketers. I'll add it to my list to watch after Hunter Killer for the Patreon movie club. All righty. Well, anyway, look, we got seggies to get to. Why don't we jump into those and we'll kick it off with some comments.
Now it's time for listener
All right. And these are all comments found within our very own Facebook group. And if you, the listener, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, you should be, and you will be welcomed. I think you'll enjoy it. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, we may let you in. And it is a great community, my favorite place on the whole www. Now, this first comment, this is from Donald Powell. He says, Matt, I see your peppermint bark, because Matt was talking about peppermint bark. And he says, and I raise you peppermint chunk nibbles. I prefer if it had
great point.
some dark or milk chocolate to round it out, but damn, it's pretty all right.
Dude, Chunk Nibbles is killing it. My cousin posted a picture the other day of, admittedly in that sort of part of the world, but that shit was just in the airport convenience stores.
Nice.
Listen, I got to tell you guys, recently I talked about caviar on this podcast, and lo and behold, I'm getting sent some free caviar. So I should just also mention Chunk Nibbles is one of my favorite snacks. And personally, I have not had any of it since I left all of my friends and family back in California.
Promo code
Let me
Woof.
get there. Let me get there, Gary. chunknibbles.com, promo code Woof Woof. By the way, Brad, you're the man. Fucking love you, man. Remember all the great times we had?
Brad just became a father again.
Oh, I know. We're good. We're close. So close that I hope to enjoy some Chunk Nibbles in my near future. chunknibbles.com.
Matt, it needs to stop, Matt.
Why do I feel like someone's going to be asking me for Brad's email address tomorrow?
Yeah, and a time code.
Who says tomorrow, dude? We got 3 hours left.
I will not be answering you. This is the end of my work today.
Eric Jenks writes, can we please get a petition to get Kalen to use cash again? I miss all the quarter talk, and honestly, I think we're letting down the states that haven't been found yet. Eric, I'm with you, man. I don't like that Kalen has gone cashless, especially during a whole journey of trying to collect all the state quarters, and now he's not coming across as many quarters.
I don't either. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I think it's really funny because I seem to remember at the very beginning when Kalen said he was going to do this, I was like, I don't think I was fully on board with it.
That doesn't sound like you.
And part of me just likes to see it disappear because Kalen's not messing around with quarters anymore.
Well, joke's on you because it is coming back. This episode, I got a nice quarter.
Yes.
Thank goodness. As I said, like a lot of these states, they haven't been found yet, and they really want to be. I mean, people created websites, Instagram accounts for this. And Kalen's like, "Yeah, I'm Venmoing now."
Yeah, now we got Crypto Kalen over here, fucking
all digital,
living his life in Bitcoin and shit.
I don't like this one bit. So
me neither.
I'm glad you're getting some more change in your life. Change, I mean coins. Dan Churchman says the Festivus pole. Festivus, did I say that right?
Festivus, yeah.
The Festivus pole has been erected, and he should put a picture of it. And he says, I got a Guam state quarter today back in change. It's a Festivus miracle. I only need Arizona, South Dakota, and PR to complete my collection. What's PR again? Puerto Rico. So
I'm guessing, but I think that
it must be. Yeah, it must be. I'm like, what? Pennsylvania? No. All right. Well, good luck, man. Joe Wygand, he says, what is the Midwest equivalent to In-N-Out? And also, what's the best sub sandwich chain restaurant? And the winner is Culver's. Everybody loves their Culver's out in the Midwest. And I
still got to try it, man. I got one nearby.
Have you tried?
What is the best sub sandwich chain restaurant in your guys' opinion?
Probably Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's is up there, I would say. I mean, it's a smaller chain, but I would say I'd put Mendocino Farms in there. That's,
I guess that counts as a chain. Yeah, it's very.
I've never had that.
Oh, you.
But I've heard, aren't they like? Don't they get kind of fancy with their food? Isn't it
a
kind of a little hipstery, fancy?
They're
Not really
very
like subs, right?
They're very healthy and like
cranberry jam, fig jam type shit on there.
Yeah, but Kalen, I can think of 3 sandwiches that are currently on their menu that you would really enjoy. Like,
okay,
you should do yourself a favor. And by the way, I have to say thank you, Kalen, because Kalen did the hard research for all of us and tried. And let me tell you, I too have now tried the cold cheese, and there is a new sheriff in town when it comes to the
No way.
You gotta try it.
Chris, I can see a world where I wouldn't order it one day, but most days that's the new go-to.
Yeah.
I got to tell you what's interesting about this is that recently, Movie Junkie of SLC tweeted me an article about the Big Mac making apparently several improvements to the burger, and one of the listed improvements was meltier cheese.
Wow.
Because presumably people were complaining about cold cheese on their Big Macs, and now you're saying this is the way to go. So is
like cold
McDonald's
cheese.
just, wasting their time melting the cheese more? Should we be focusing on bigger issues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I think
bigger issues. Exactly. They should make a Big Mac,
A
quarter
bigger
pounder
Mac.
size.
I think you guys just like
bigger Mac.
I think
you
Where is
guys-
Mr.
Bigger
Cuban?
Mac.
Let's get
Exactly.
Mr. Cuban on the phone right now.
Exactly.
I think you
They
guys
did
just
do
like
that for a little while. They had like a mini Big Mac and then a Big Mac and then a Big Mac.
Your
You remember
Mac?
that? Yeah, it was something like that.
The Whopper.
I love a
God.
Big Mac. It's trash, but I love it.
Nice. Matt, you still got to try one of those too.
No, that'd be me.
Oh,
I think-
Gary's never had the Big
Yeah.
Mac. Sorry.
That's all good. I think
Yeah, Gary, you need to try Big Mac ASAP. I think you guys just like the cold cheese just because it's different. I don't think it's going to be the new sheriff in town.
Try it and then get back. to us.
Chris, here's
Yeah.
the thing that I will say that was a little bit surprising to me is that when you do the cold cheese, you get 2 slices of cheese together at the bottom of the burger. It is no longer separated, right? So you get 2 pieces of cold cheese at the bottom because
You got to keep them separated.
well, I'm
You
telling you, Matt, it hits different. It does work. It's unusual, but it
And
works.
that is the same reason, as I said, when I went back for the 3x3 cold cheese the next day, that was a little too much cheese.
a little too
Three,
much.
yeah, that was a little too much cheese.
I didn't
A
know
little
they
too
put
much
it
cheese.
on the bottom. I didn't know they put it. That's right after you bite through the bun, you hit the cold cheese.
Yes, but
Correct.
it's not cold because it's got a hot patty sitting on top of it. So what you've got is cheese that was not melted but is now warm.
I'm a little more intrigued now, just based off of the placement alone. So I don't know. We'll see. I won't knock it yet, but my suspicion is that you guys just like it because it's different. Ryan's
Couldn't be more wrong. I liked it so much that Kaylin and I have had this conversation for 15 minutes before this. I just didn't think the people who are listening could hear it, but Kaylin and I had like a long chat the night that I tried it. I'm
And
a
you're
big-
not entirely wrong, Chris. It's very rare that I come across an In-N-Out hack that I have not heard of before. So it is something that I am still very excited about, but it lives up to the hype that I was expecting.
it's a
That's all I'll say.
novelty.
It's not just an.
In 2 years, you guys are gonna go back. Remember when we liked cold cheese?
I don't think that's true.
Try it first.
Ryan Scripps says my top artists on Spotify this year because they did the yearly rap thing. U2, Taylor Swift, the old 97s, Fleetwood Mac, and Coldplay.
Hey, that's Matt's too.
Doss, what do you think?
I'm glad I wasn't anywhere near the speakers.
Damn.
I'm specifically tired of Fleetwood Mac.
Why? Is it because of that TikTok video that went viral? The guy riding on a skateboard.
No, the difference between, I mean, I'm sure Taylor Swift is more ubiquitous, but I don't listen to pop radio. But what I do is watch TV, and every fucking third song that was used in an advertisement this past year has been a Fleetwood Mac song. About a fucking ass full of Fleetwood Mac.
Chris, it's interesting.
Would you say
borrow-
there
To borrow
you-
the nomenclature.
a landslide?
Say it again.
Yeah, would you say there's been a landslide?
Yeah.
See, that makes more sense. If you just name a random Offspring song, then
Chris, it's interesting you mentioned the dude who went viral on the skateboard. That dude parlayed his 14 minutes of fame better than most people who similarly go viral.
yeah, we all know who we're talking about, right? That like
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
is what he
He's
goes
drinking
by.
like a cranberry juice straight out of the carton.
straight out, and then like yeah. So what happened first? So he's riding a skateboard. He's listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and he's just drinking cranberry
spray?
ocean spray. Yeah,
Ocean
straight up
spray, yeah.
ocean spray right out of the bottle, and just loving life, right?
Yeah, and then I think the
singing
first
along
thing
with the words.
I think the first thing that happened was Ocean Spray bought him a truck because he
Yeah,
was riding
a
skateboard
cranberry
down, like, the
colored
street.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Filled with bottles of ocean spray, by the way.
then he got linked up with Snoop Dogg, and I think now he has his own weed brand. He's like big in the weed space.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how big he is, but like he's notable. He's a notable figure in the weed space. I would say he's like
They probably wouldn't have had it without that Fleetwood Mac song.
probably not.
Probably not. And what he did for the Fleetwood Mac song, that song went back onto the charts.
It would have come back, dude. It still would have come back
A whole
in
other-
some way or another.
Don't
It would
disparage
have come
Dogface.
back. Fleetwood Mac will never fucking disappear. It is timeless music, and new generations keep finding it. But fuck, bury it, please.
And a whole other generation found it.
Yeah, and they'll find it again. The skateboard guy might have hurried it up, but
Right.
it's bound to come back.
I know you say that he did get a lot. He did get a lot out of that 15 minutes of fame, Gary. But I haven't heard much from Dogface these days. Is he still? What's he up to now? Do any of us know off the top of our head?
Yeah, he's like a weed influencer. He's got a weed brand. I think he's partnered with Snoop Dogg to a
Oh, it
certain.
really is.
Yeah, he parlayed it into a. He's whatever. He's not gonna ever be as big as he was for that week, but like he has created something of a career out of that.
Good for him.
Speaking of timeless music, I feel like I know we're in the middle of a seggy, but this could be a perfect time to do a seggy within a seggy because This Is How You Remind Me, as brought to you by one of our fans here, is related to some music, and I think it would be a great time for us to play it.
Sorry.
Sure. So this is a segment
Yeah.
that we're starting to do where we have a huge catalog of Watercooler episodes that we've now put back out there. You weren't able to get these episodes. A lot.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I was just gonna say a lot of people say that they have hundreds of episodes. We have 69s of episodes.
69s and 69 episodes. And we can and you can now go back to the archive, listen to who we were before we were fathers, before we were married, before
What's that, Gary?
Aren't we coming up on a 6-banger like sometime this month?
We are in the new year. It'll be our 6-banger, the 6th round of 69 episodes for people who are relatively new. But let me just set this up here. This was submitted to us. By the way, we will eventually have an intro for it, but until then, Jacob Morales submitted this on our Facebook page, and we encourage you to do the same. Like other comments, give us like a 1-minute clip, tell us the episode title, give us a rough time code of like 1 minute, and we will find it. So this is
and I'm sorry, and the words, the first 3 words and the last 3 words of your clip, because everyone's time codes are a little different thanks to the ads. So just help us out.
That's true. That's true. That'd be helpful. But I feel like I kind of got the gist of what he was going for.
Sure.
This is from Watercooler number 12, which is conveniently titled Watercooler number 12. And it was recorded in February of 2016. And you'll hear all 5 of us and also Bobo Boy for life, Nick Davis. You'll hear his voice as well. So here we go. This is how you remind me.
The slow song you need somebody to dance with, but it was just the feeling of like, especially if you weren't dating the girl, like you found a girl to slow dance with. It was just
you could sit in your room and cry by yourself to slow songs.
It was the best. It was the best. And so I'm thinking of slow dance. Like when I was growing up, I think it was Casey and JoJo all my life.
Crazy, yeah.
Baby, 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 baby.
When I was in middle school,
Boys to Men,
my girlfriend and our song was "Kiss from a Rose."
What?
Every time that came on school dance, you could bet we were out there dancing.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Really?
How could you say that you like those other songs and not like Kiss from a Rose? That's like classic 90s slow dance.
Scientifically,
that's not
great
Space
song.
Jam, is it?
Solid fucking song.
No,
that's I Wish I Could
We've
Fly.
been through this.
Batman.
That's exactly. It's from Batman Forever.
That's why I loved it so much when I watched it as a kid.
Yep.
Kiss from a Rose. That's a good
Come
slow
on.
dancing song. All right, what is it today?
All right, so that's where the clip ends, and we do go on to say in 2016 what we think, what would the slow songs of today be? But now it's 2023. We're almost in 2024. So I thought we could start by saying, what would the slow songs of today be? And then we can comment on our clip.
The answer is Casey and JoJo all my life. It's timeless.
Kiss from a Rose, goddammit.
I stand by Kiss from a Rose. That's a great song.
Dawson, Gary, thoughts on what the kids might be dancing to today?
Fairly confused by the whole thing now.
Mumble
Well, we
rap.
play a clip, you see.
I know. But
Back
why
into
did
the
people want to
archives.
hear that clip? Because they wanted to know what the slow songs of today were.
Well, they just
Jacob
wanted to-
Morales thought it was a great clip. He
I
wanted us
liked
to
it.
go back
First
and
off,
listen
thank
to
you,
it.
Jacob, for submitting that clip. I love it, and I said it before. I love a slow dance. I think it was just so underutilized at a lot of the dances growing up, and even today. Like, put on a slow jam, DJs. I love slow dancing. Some of my, I don't know, just some of my fondest memories of connecting with a person was from a slow dance.
Definitely,
Putting your hands on their hips, like 3.5 feet away from you.
Yeah, we put our hands on our hips, but we don't dip. You don't dip. I don't dip. We don't
No.
dip. Yeah,
No
it's
dipping allowed.
just a little side. You can have a conversation while you're doing it.
Right.
It's just you get the dopamine rush because there's some contact, but it's not inappropriate. It's romantic.
Here's what I've noticed lately when I try to listen to popular music in the sort of like hip hop realm. Every song is pretty slow now. It's not. No, Gary, you're making a face. You disagree? I feel like all popular music, there's no longer, the beat doesn't drop anymore. It's just everything kind of has that low, monotone, auto-tuned kind of sound to it. And it makes me wonder if slow dancing, slow songs could even be a thing anymore. If what people are listening to is already just kind of at a slower pace. But maybe I'm alone in thinking that.
There is
that's the weed industry having more and more effect over the music industry as time has gone on. You don't get those fucking cocaine fueled rock anthems anymore. You get scissor ballads.
There you go.
Thanks, dog.
They're not
Syrup
all-
ballads.
they're
There's a
not all
title
scissor
right
ballads. I would say
there.
in the last decade or so, we've had, let's see, Ed Sheeran has that one slow song that's played at
Oh,
every
he's
wedding
so
now.
boring, right? All the stuff's slow though. Is
Not
there
all
a
the stuff.
I like Ed Sheeran.
I think
I'm an
Ed Sheeran is actually really talented.
Yeah, he's got a couple good ones lately.
Hey,
And he
listen,
brought
I'm-
out Eminem.
He did bring out Eminem.
Yeah,
That's true.
fire.
He's guessed it on an Eminem track too. I didn't mind it.
That's a great song where he guessed on that Eminem track. Also, I thought it was really interesting seeing him on Stern when he was fighting that lawsuit and he eventually won. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The way
Good.
Yeah,
Well,
I like Ed
all those
Sheeran.
different
And
songs.
yeah, and he has that song, the one I'm talking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's played
yeah.
at every wedding. Like I
That one.
had to learn it when I played a wedding. It was a request from the bride. I need to learn that song, and I did. I read it off the iPad though because there was a lot of lyrics. But yeah, so that one's really good. I think Bruno Mars has like a couple slow songs that I thought were pretty slow.
But even Bruno
Well,
Mars
certainly-
is from 5 or 6 years ago,
I
right?
think that,
Certainly-
like in the
I
like
think I'm gonna marry you has played at every wedding for the past 9
Okay.
years, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that one's good. And there, like, he has a good acoustic jam. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's it.
9.
Dawson knows it. See, Dawson gets it.
And then
Featuring
I'm
the
out
cat
after
from
9.
Sesame Street.
Yeah. The lyrics
Yeah.
write themselves when you read
Yep.
a hit like that.
Yep.
And so yeah, I'd say Bruno Mars has some. I mean, there's just still some good slow jams. And but DJs, jukeboxes, whatever, throw on a slow jam, see what happens. Guys, ask a girl to slow dance with you.
Even
It's
if you're at the
or
supermarket,
your wife. Yeah. Like
you
at-
hear,
Just put it on your AirPods and walk up to the first girl.
yeah, just pull up your cart.
yeah, do it.
I'll make love to you.
Yeah.
If you.
Yeah, that's not what you should say to them.
I like
Yeah.
Matt's changing the lyrics to "If you want me to." That's very inclusive of you, Matt.
Yeah, that's for the times, dude. Boyz II Men rules.
This man is awesome.
On Bended
Do you
Knee.
think? Oh, I just had a thought. Oh my God, they need to do a tour, men to grand men. You know, like I don't even know, but like we got to go to the next level.
Men
Right,
to
yeah, they've been men,
Men
for
to
a while.
grand-
Grandpas, men to
Yeah.
grandpas. That didn't sound right either. So I don't know.
Men to grand men.
I like grand men.
G's to G pause.
Sounds very eloquent. Grand men.
Yeah, a grand men.
Like
I like
grand men,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
men to grand men. But yeah, they need to look if they're gonna constantly be evolving.
Let's go back on tour,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's but like there are some classic slow jams that just will all like Boyz II Men songs. As I said, the aforementioned "Kiss from a Rose" or Casey and JoJo. They're all great.
You know you want to say R. Kelly as well, but it's a little harder to
What R. Kelly
still
song?
claim that. Which R. Kelly songs did you not play? That's my question. Just put on the whole album.
Remix to Ignition is the only one that I would probably go back.
Oh
and
no, you could put on Real Talk.
Real Talk.
You could absolutely put on Real Talk and ask a girl to slow dance.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one as well. I only know that one and really I Believe I Can Fly. Those are like the
I believe I
Perfect
can
one you can put on.
Press end this
fly.
podcast right now and spend the next 2 hours watching Real Talk.
Yeah.
watching.
It's gonna take that long.
I'm dead.
And frankly, you could use his impromptu song that he sang about "Girl, Show Me Your Passport" or something. It was like really weird human trafficking song that's on
Yeah.
YouTube, but it's
That
that
was
one
definitely a
slaps,
thing.
dude. That one slaps.
You could find a clip of this show sometime 5 or 6 years ago where we talked about how we just stopped working for the day and exposed
remember
everyone
that.
employees to
Oh.
Real Talk.
This
Yeah.
is how you remind me.
I'm glad. Maybe I'm glad I was there. Anyway, thank you once again for that clip. And if you want to submit a clip, just hit us up. Put it in the
Put it in those comments.
and let us know what else you want to hear. Because that was a different time, but my opinion has not changed. Slow jams are still awesome. Let's see here. Spencer Smith writes, "Let's settle an argument. How often do you wash your shower towel?" And people, the number one answer is weekly.
The gross answer is like if it starts to smell.
Yeah.
And that's just if I'm being real about it. Like I don't really.
I'm being real about it too, and that is my answer because I'll just know. Oh, time to go.
Yeah, and by the way, it's not like if it starts to smell a lot. It's like the second I notice one thing off, that goes right in the hamper.
Yeah, I'm with you. I stretch that thing all the way till
When I was single, that didn't just apply to towels; it applied to everything. Sure. Well, now it's starting to smell. Now it's time to wash
Dishes.
it. Yeah, now
But
it's
here's
now
the
it's
thing.
time to wash it.
Kalen says when he was single, that's what it. No, it would still happen now. That he's even though he's not single, it's just now he has somebody else doing it for him. It's
Right.
not like his taste has changed where he's like doing that himself. So it's
Oh, now he lives with civilized human beings who force him to act with
it's
some
not
level of stability.
it's not by choice that this has changed.
It still applies to my t-shirts. That's the last one I hold on to. I'll wear it for a day, and Amy will go, "Is this dirty?" And I would smell, go, "It's fine."
It's fine.
You know, yeah, it's fine.
What about your pants, Kalen?
Well, I wear jeans, so you don't really need to wash those.
Yeah, how many times can you wear jeans before washing them?
A lot.
45, 50.
A lot. Yeah.
Cowboys would wear them for years, man.
Yeah.
Dawson, what about
I'm glad we got
Great.
Dawson on that one.
How often are you washing?
Hey, it's have you been watching the History Channel, Matt?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking true, man.
Dawson, how often are you washing your jeans?
I wear them for a week. Like I'll pull out one pair of jeans, and that's this week's jeans. And then I got like 4 pairs of jeans. And after I've worn them for a week, then
A month.
I'll
That's pretty good.
do a little wash.
There was a trend right when jeans started becoming more fashionable in the sense that you could wear them to like more formal things, even like you could wear them with any outfit and it was acceptable. Like, when it finally crossed that point where you could wear jeans anywhere and it was okay. They started coming out with nicer jeans, but then people wouldn't want to wash them because they fade, right? Like, so there are
Right.
tricks like wash them inside out, don't dry them, whatever. And then there was a trend where people wouldn't even wash them; they'd stick them in the freezer. And you just freeze your jeans. You freeze your jeans, and they would kill off all the bacteria, and then you just wear them again.
That is fucking stupid.
It was very popular for a time.
It was
You guys never put on Freans before?
Dude, I put on Freans.
Wow.
I put on Freans. I tried doing the Freans. I don't think it worked. And yeah, hence it not really being a trend anymore. But that was like a thing, like freeze your jeans. And yeah, it didn't work. But it was.
Yeah, it didn't work because it doesn't clean things.
I remember I told Larry
It
Miller
kills the
this,
bacteria. It's too cold.
and
They
he
can't
was
live in
so
it.
Yeah, what-
disgusted about it. He was disgusted by it. He was like, I think he went on his own podcast and just talked shit on me for even suggesting that. But yeah, freeze your jeans. Don't do it. Lastly, Stephen Lovelet. One letter away from love letter. Stephen Lovelet says Chris and Gary, or excuse me,
Chris
and Gary are right. Blue Beetle's dog shit. It's an utter disgrace. Kalen's wrong. And that felt good. That
I'm here
felt-
for it.
Yeah. Thank you, Stephen, for
The
confirming.
bean scale is final and irrefutable, though. So at least he's got that in his corner.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My eyes and ears tend to disagree sometimes.
Mm.
Blue
All right.
Beetle.
Well, anyway, let's end comments there because we got other segments to get to. So
That was really good, you guys. Good comments.
good, not even good
Really
comments.
good stuff.
Great comments.
Thank you. What was your favorite one, Dawson?
Probably Ryan Scripps talking about how much he loves the dog shit that Fleetwood Mac puts out. It was enlightening.
Did you get your Spotify Wrapped, Doss? Do you
I
don't
don't,
get
I
Spotify?
don't listen to Spotify, and I don't think I'd ever. I don't know.
I got
Last year,
mine.
a whole bunch of people posted that they've been listening to the Smoking Kills for a long time. So maybe I'm just bitter because no one has posted that the Smoking Kills have been their Spotify Wrapped sheet. So maybe that's it.
I don't think they call it a
No,
rap.
I don't listen to Spotify though.
I love
don't
Spotify.
support
I got
them.
mine, and I suspect that Spotify is. I don't think this is right because I don't remember listening to these songs as much. And there was a certain song that I know I listened to at least 100 times. Didn't even make my Spotify list.
What song?
The Happy song.
Oh.
Yeah, which
Oh,
I played
interesting.
on repeat plenty of times.
Yeah, dude.
Last few months. My top artist is John Mayer. I don't think I've
Nice.
listened to
That's
that much
solid, dude.
John Mayer this year, so I question it.
Little Mayor goes.
Didn't they get in trouble, Spotify, for like there was one artist in particular that was thrown into a bunch of people's rap that like none of them had listened to. It was like a rapper, right? Wasn't that a news story that came out?
I believe it. I don't think that these are accurate, and I think there maybe record labels are pushing certain artists even a little to be put above the fold here. I'm putting on the conspiracy hat here, and I'm saying I think there's some foul play here.
There you go.
My rap list.
Yep.
Yeah, and there are certain songs that I listen to a ton of times because I had to learn them or I was trying to learn them or things like that. So on guitar, so I'd listen to it on repeat, and those didn't get added. So I don't know how they're doing it. Did
I
you
was,
guys
looking for the rapper you were talking about, Kalen, and I didn't find that. It does sound familiar to me, but I didn't find that. What I did find is that someone alleges that they created the Spotify Wrapped while they were an intern and were never given credit.
I don't know. No, that wasn't what I was thinking of, but
Yeah.
No, I
Who is your?
I
Who
don't
do you remember?
remember.
Who's your top artist, Gary?
I don't use Spotify for music, so I don't.
You
think I
don't
got-
either, Matt.
Oh, I use Spotify for sure, but the Wrapped is bullshit because the problem is that I listen to a bunch of Halloween playlists and Christmas playlists at the end of the year. So every year my top 5 is like the fucking Monster Mash and just like some bullshit that's like, this is not indicative of my year. Like it's the same every year. So unfortunately it doesn't work for me, but generally I am absolutely a diehard Spotify user, and I'm shocked to hear that you guys don't use it, honestly.
Me too. I'm shocked. I'm
I
with you.
use it.
I'm shocked too.
Yeah. like, I
Spotify's app
just-
is dog shit.
What do you use?
It's
What?
fine. It's not that bad.
I think Spotify's the best music player out there.
I mean, what do you use, Gary? And how much do you listen to music? Because we basically have music on in our house almost 24 hours a day, it seems like.
Not much. I don't. That's why I don't listen to Spotify. Probably is because I don't listen to much music. I most of the time that I would be listening to music, I'm listening to podcasts. But I use Apple Music.
Yeah, Apple Music would be my second choice. And then, Caleb, do you know who your top artist was?
No, I don't. I didn't like look at my Wrapped or anything. The only real I listen to like EDM playlists, so it would probably be like Kygo. But I did
Yeah,
go.
Insomniac.
Insomniac.
But I did go on a jelly roll kick for a few months, so I have a feeling jelly roll will probably
Jelly
be
roll.
Look
okay
at him,
for me
dude.
too.
Look
Yeah.
at Kalen, dude. He looks like a DJ right now. He's got his hoodie up. Is
Yeah,
this really
interesting.
Kalen, or is
Yeah.
Insomniac back?
We miss
Never
him.
know. Yeah.
We certainly miss
Playlists
him.
and shit.
All right. Well, speaking of Insomniac, let's go back to Kalen though, because I know he has a quarter update, and let's hear all about it after we hear Matt's
Still trying to find that intro, huh?
Jay Fondolay.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
On the menu.
All right. Well, this is I got another Shay Situé that I need to talk to you guys about. This one's not nearly as crazy as the one we broke down
Place
on
E.
Patreon.
Place E.
No, this one is not as intricate, but it was just kind of wild. This is a wild thing. It's never happened before, and I want to share it with you guys. This past Friday evening, my wife and I were decorating the Christmas tree, putting up all kinds of jolly good things. You know, watching Hunter Killer in the background, the things that you do at Christmas time.
La, la, la,
And
la, 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 la.
you know, I'm drinking, we're drinking, I'm not cooking. So we placed a DoorDash order. And there's a place that's not too far, not too far from where we live. They got some fried chicken Sammys. Feeling like, let's get some fried chicken Sammys. Let's just do it. Got some slaw, some sweet potato fries. We're going to have ourselves a feast here, you know, while we're decorating. Because it takes hours to decorate my house, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Now, are you talking about like a Nashville hot chicken or like a fried chicken sandwich? That's not.
I would say it's not soaked in the sauce the way that a Nashville is, but we're talking
like a
you know,
spicy
slaw.
chicken.
Yeah, it's like a spicy chicken
Okay.
sandwich. Yeah, exactly. And that's not the type of meal that you really want to get delivered typically, but this place is pretty close by. They're open late, so it seemed like a great opportunity to do this on a night where we're just having a blast. And you know, on DoorDash, you can kind of track the delivery. It lets you know when they're in the neighborhood, when they're approaching. And, you know, we were decorating the tree though, so I was a little bit distracted, but I saw my food was delivered 3 minutes ago. And Dawson, you can now attest. My house is at the very back of a neighborhood. It takes a while to get there. We are just not on the main street. So my food delivered 3 minutes ago. No problem. I open up the front door. My food's gone. There is no food on my doormat.
Do we have a Ring camera of any kind?
There was a picture taken. No Ring camera. No Ring camera. I do not. I mean, yes, listener. I have lots of cameras and home security.
Guns.
We are loaded, locked and loaded. But no, there's no DoorDash or no doorbell camera. But there was a picture sent by DoorDash that had the
they have to
package
take a
of
picture
food.
of
They have
it.
to take a picture.
But was it clear that it was your door?
Oh yeah, it was my door. It was on my doormat, and so
They
I
probably
opened
just
up
took
the
a
door.
picture of it and then picked
took
it up and
Yeah.
ran away.
They took a picture and then they took the food.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this is a perfect scam, dude. If you're a DoorDash delivery person and you see somebody ordered the perfect meal, the perfect fried chicken sandwich meal that you want this very night, why not take a picture of it and then take the food? Chris, where do you feel? How are you feeling here?
Look.
This is disgusting behavior, but do you not
I
believe
agree.
that it would happen?
I think it's
I believe this is on.
I don't think it would
you
happen.
for not having a camera. I believe that person scanned for a camera, and this was the perfect crime because you
Now,
have.
do you have a house with a Ring camera directly across from you? Because then you could go investigate. You need to ask them.
You know,
where's the
crazy
footage?
minivan
I'll tell you
lady.
what, Kalen, I
That's
do.
crazy minivan lady.
That's
Right.
right. I do, but we got into it about her van, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if I could ask her for the camera.
The only reason
bit me
I
in the
don't
ass.
now, Matt, the only reason I don't think this happened, like that the driver is also the thief, which I mean, it's a great twist, is that it can't happen more than 2 or 3 times before that person
Exactly.
allowed to
You
do it,
can't
right?
repeat
Right.
it. You cannot repeat it.
You can't.
But it is a one.
It has to be
one
the
we get
perfect
one
meal.
meal free
I love
move.
how Matt still manages to compliment his food prowess while getting robbed.
All right, so let me go on here. This food was gone, and I came back in and I said, "Wife, you're not going to believe this, but the food's gone. And she's like, what? I'm like, it is gone. We saw the picture. It is, because it's happened before where it gets delivered next door, like you guys have pointed out, but it was our, reindeer doormat adorned with Christmas lights, the way that my front area is currently looking. My wife, she went outside with a flashlight to see, like, is this person still in the neighborhood? Can we track this person down? It's gone. But you know what? This place is open pretty late. And I immediately contact DoorDash and they say, look, we'll give you credits or we'll redeliver the meal.
Run it back.
We'll give you the same meal all over again. So, you know what? It sucks for the restaurant, but why not? We're having a grand old time. It's late, but we're still decorating the tree. Redeliver the order, the exact same thing that we want. So we do that. 30 minutes go by. The food's been delivered. I open up the door. There are 2 bags of food.
I knew it.
There is not only a new order, but the original order is back on the doormat.
You're fucking awesome, dude. Great job, Matt.
Where did it go?
Good job,
you
dude.
return the
So
other.
now-
you return the newer.
I don't know what to do at this point. Now we bring in both orders. We don't need fucking
you know
4
what to
fried
do.
chicken
You know what you're
sandwiches.
doing.
This is too many fried chicken sandwiches. And I'm starting to wonder, like, I understand, like, you picked up the order, you dropped it off, you put it back. I don't even know what to think. So God bless you.
I have.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I have a hypothesis.
Go ahead.
I think the driver put the food on your door, took the picture, got back in his car, and then he had other stops. And he thought, "Oh my God, I put the wrong bag out there."
I think you were drunk, Matt, and you just didn't fucking see it there.
Well,
Yeah,
Julie
or
didn't
that
see it
too.
either, to be fair. So she also.
That's why I bring that up.
I
Thank
think
you.
you-
I
you
wanted
were
somebody to
drunk.
corroborate that
That's
it's not just me.
Yeah.
Were
you,
both
Gary.
of you completely sober?
Am I
during-
wrong?
Now, I will say there is photograph evidence of this. And here's what I will say. When you see the picture of both bags, the positioning of the plastic, the handles on the bag is in a different position. So clearly the bag is not like in its exact same place that it was in the first picture. And we somehow stepped over this mystery bag. Clearly it was taken away and then it was later put back, which begs 2 questions. Was my food fucked with? And should I eat it the following day because it's fucking
And which
free
bag is the new
food?
bag? Can you tell by heat?
Yes, there are receipts that
Okay.
say what time the order is placed.
Okay.
So
All
that I
right.
could definitely we ate the hotter chicken sandwich. But I honestly
Seems to
wonder
me
if the
like
first
you got
bag
a
was
good
fucked with. I
bargain.
don't know. Should I eat it? What's the deal? I mean,
Always eat it.
I don't think it was messed with.
Yeah.
Well, they have to
They eat it.
seal it, don't they? There's a sticker or something that DoorDash puts on, right? So was the sticker like broken?
there's no DoorDash sticker. It's lawless state out here,
Oh,
dude.
oh
They don't
yeah, I
do that
forgot.
out
You guys
here.
don't have rules over there.
Jeez.
Anyway, the chicken sandwich we had around 2 was pretty damn good. But I did not need the double order. I did not need the mass confusion. We are still wondering what the fuck happened. And I encourage anyone listening to please share your theories. Maybe it was the van lady, but why would you bring it back? Why would
I
you
think the
bring it
driver
over?
messed up. I think it was the driver maybe took it back in the
But
car.
he took the order and then just assumed no order for this family? Or you
Well,
put
no,
the
I
order
bet- I
down?
bet
job
during-
is
I bet he-
delivering food. You don't mess up by forgetting to deliver the food.
No, obviously
You're-
he delivered.
I've had
it.
people fuck up orders, like giving me the wrong order before.
Same.
So I know that must happen.
You
but
can
to
mess
take
Oh,
a picture of
absolutely, that happens. But
Yeah.
it was delivered, Matt.
No, here's what happened. He delivered the food, but he knew this was the meal that I wanted. I want to risk my DoorDash license for this meal. So he put the food down. He took the
What kind
picture.
of chicken
He
place is
took
this?
the food back. The perfect crime. He
Okay.
drove away. And then
He didn't know how much you love.
a delivery alert for a new DoorDash order from the same very restaurant he just picked up, going to the very same address he just dropped off at. He has been caught red-handed. There is no choice but to leave that food behind.
Leave both bags.
Wait,
No,
Yeah.
he never
What
got
was
to
he
the second
saving?
delivery.
He was saving it though, right? Because he wouldn't eat it
Why
hot.
would no,
He had to
Matt? That
make
is
sure it got
insane.
cold.
wait.
He had to make sure that it was
They-
cold by the
Now,
time he
they-
ate it.
They identify the driver for you. So did you know for sure that you had the same driver? The
You
second
do not have the same driver. However, as a driver, you get notified of deliveries and you can choose whether or not you want to accept said delivery. So
Matt,
this
you're
driver could have gotten the signal, hey, same place, same delivery. And he went, oh, fuck. So he went, no, I'm not going to do that delivery. And I may as well drop off what I took before because now I'm
Oh, I
busted.
see.
And then a second person dropped off my second order.
If you're
Well, then I
gonna
guess you
steal
really didn't
food,
have a-
Matt, you're gonna eat it right away.
Yeah.
3 minutes. That was the window of the perfect crime. 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then he was caught red-handed. That's what's on the menu.
F out of here with this. You're insane. And
I will say that there's a great, I like to often point out subreddits, famous subreddit videos, and on the public freakout subreddit, which is very good, there's videos of people who order DoorDash, get their food, the opposite to what you're talking about, and then report, I never got my food before. They eat it all, and then the DoorDash driver comes back and like films them, like, what the fuck? You're costing me my job. Fuck you. Those are great public freakout subreddit
Yeah.
videos if you ever want to watch them.
couple things, Matt. One, get a freaking camera or get a fake camera at least.
Dude, we have so many cameras in this house. Don't you try
know.
anything.
Get one that's
And
visible.
guns.
I know you
And
have. I know you have all the
explosives.
hidden.
So many guns.
Get a visible camera.
And attack dogs.
Also, to look, the DoorDash driver, they make multiple stops these days. He had 3 bags from that same restaurant going to 3 different houses. Puts a bag out on your door, goes back, takes a picture, goes back in his car, realizes he put the wrong bag, or maybe I don't know. He has to
And then
take
takes it back and drives away. It says,
takes
well,
it back in
this
his
family
car.
doesn't eat any
He's now
food.
sorting through all 3 bags in his car while you are out there with your wife going, there's no bag. Where is it? And then as soon as you close the door to call and let the restaurant and DoorDash know, he puts out the right bag there. I don't know. They're explanations, but I don't think there's foul play here. Minus
Chris,
part of the chicken pun. But
to your point that they, do
There has to be foul play
Foul
here.
play.
There has to be. This is the weirdest scenario. The food was dropped off.
Exactly.
And then not only did Matt check for the food, he went inside, told Julie about it, and then she went out to check for the
3-minute
food.
window.
Flashlight.
I think
That's
the guy
it.
was like in his car fumbling with the orders, and then he would have seen Matt and Julie come out and just said to them, like, hey, which one's your order? Like,
We
something
have
must have happened.
flashlights. We have flashlights like they do in the movies where the beam lights up the whole neighborhood. They would have
Like a
seen it for
police officer.
miles. Exactly. Listen, I want people to share their theories. Go to facebook.com/group/Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Let me know what you think, or even better, sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. We can discuss it further later on this week.
Oh no, please don't do that. That's not going to drive signups.
You know what? Dawson got fucked up, and that drove a lot of signups.
yeah, was this
So
a
you know what?
Tuesday?
I'm pretty sure you got fucked up too, Matt.
Yeah, this answers a lot
That
of
was just
questions
awesome.
if this is the same day. All right, Kaylin,
Yo.
let's go on to your segment now. Let this.
You have it ready, or you need me to play it?
No, I got it, dude. I've had it ready.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go. Quarter update from Kaylin. Let's do it.
Let's play quarters.
All right. Well, as you all remember, my last quarter update, it was looking very grim. I'm no longer dealing with cash,
Dude,
and it just
bummed a
doesn't
lot
look
of
like there's
people
going to
out.
be any updates for a while. Well, I also said I'm not stopping my journey. I will still be continuing to try and get these quarters, and I meant it. So it's
You
very
meant
apparent. It's very. I meant it. It's very apparent at this point that when I do have a quarter update, it's going to be because I got a new state quarter. No more trickery where I got, duplicates, all that sort of thing. And it just so happens we are down to the last 10 states. I've been at this for, I believe, a little over a year now. I forget how long exactly, but I'm going to
Feels
go
like
through
more.
the final 10 from west to east. And they are Oregon, Idaho, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Michigan, West Virginia, and New Jersey.
Okay.
So those are the
Wow.
last states that I need to get. And I just so happen to have gotten one this week as I was buying my daughters a donut after school at a cash-only donut place.
Ooh,
had to
nice, dude. Cash only donuts are gonna keep this thing alive.
Cash-only donuts. I like to take them out for a little treat after school, and donuts cash only. So, there's a little spark of hope left in the quarters. So I did. To my surprise, I had to go check to make sure that I didn't have this quarter, and I didn't. And why just say it when I could sing it? Country roads, take me
Virginia.
home
Nice, dude.
to
Arizona.
the place.
I belong.
You belong.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Got you, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow,
9 more to
that was-
go.
Please
West
tell me it's a
Virginia.
lucky Denver mint too.
So good. I know this is probably illegal, but can we get some side action here, figuring out some betting odds on these remaining quarters? Because I feel like this is something that people want. Gary,
It would be
what's
a
up?
great
What's
bet.
up?
See,
How do we do this?
you put $20 down now, and then 3 years later, when this segment actually wraps up, you'll forget you have done that, and then you can pocket your
Who's taking the
200
money?
after that.
And then
Are you the
Caleb
house
has
Caleb?
I don't know.
$11.
We need anyone know a bookie?
If you're the bookie count, I'll
Oh.
put $20 down right now.
I don't know how to be a bookie.
I'll send it to you in quarters.
I think I need to. That's not fair. I can't take that. You know that. Don't try and tempt me.
See, he can't accept bribes. This is
I
totally going
don't,
to be
yeah.
a realistic way.
They're just putting money down. Well, one, Kaylin, thank you for singing that, and we need to sing more often. That's all I that pleased me.
If there's more, the rest of the states, you got to list the different songs that include like Arizona and Colorado. I just knew the West Virginia song. That's all. I don't know any songs by Arizona
You know who sings that?
or New Jersey.
Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. It's from an
you
Eagles
go.
song.
I'll sing the final 10.
Kaylin, do you know who sings that song?
No, I don't.
You don't?
The West Virginia song? I don't even. Is it
Yeah.
called
The
West Virginia?
song?
No, it's called Country Roads.
Country road.
And who sings it?
I don't know.
Kaylin thinks that it's Andy and
Wow.
Dwight in the.
I didn't even know the lyrics.
Oh, last name of a city. He has a last name of a city, Galen.
I just
John
said it.
Denver.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you could have sang that for Colorado as well.
Eh,
Nah.
No, it wouldn't work.
Nah.
I think
Nah.
Dawson said
That would have been.
It would be kind of weird if I sang
That'd be
West
pretty good.
Virginia for Colorado.
That would be.
Well,
That would
Colorado,
actually.
like,
That would
yeah.
be fucking hilarious.
Oh, West Virginia.
It should be called West Virginia.
All right. Well, anyway, I loved it, Kaylin. Thank you for the update, and congratulations to West Virginia
They're
on
fucking
one,
partying out
getting
there
your
with the
quarter
shine.
chosen, and two, for your new state song.
Yep.
That's just truly wonderful. So, they're partying. They're
They're
singing
partying.
harmony over there. They are so stoked, man. And yeah, and all the listeners out in West Virginia, comment in the Facebook group. Let us know how you're celebrating,
Yeah.
because we want to know.
I'll
All
work
right. That will do it for this episode of Water Cooler. Why don't we now go around the horn and get our plugs in, and then we'll GTFO. I will start all the way. Double chicken sandwich, Matt. What do you got?
Makes it sound like I ate 2 chicken sandwiches. I did not, sir. Just
Yeah.
one. But I will say again, check out our Patreon if you're listening to our show this far. You like us. Listen to the second half of the show. We say for a cup of coffee, but I recently drove through Starbucks, and let me tell you, a fucking cup of coffee is more than $5 now. At least it would seem. Maybe
Good
not
point.
the drip, but like, get yourself a nice cafe latte or something. You're spending more than $5, and you're giving each of us $1 a month. And we really appreciate it. It's a great way to support the show. And you won't have to listen to commercials anymore, of which I'm assuming there are several, and they may interrupt our conversation. Also, follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier. Thank you very much.
All right, love it. And I back all of those plugs, except I bought a coffee at Starbucks today. Gary, so what you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna just second on what Matt said. Go to patreon.com/watercooler to hear the other half of this show. We literally do this multiple times a week. We got the aforementioned Hunter Killer Movie Club coming up, so a lot of fun stuff over there. And if you're still listening to this point of the show, then it's be silly to not be subscribed over there. So go check it out. Patreon.com/watercooler.
Ow, Das, how about you?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Check out the Ace Awards on Friday, and take some time to rock and roll.
Doing the Ace Awards on the 15th.
Yeah. Why?
It's really early for you guys. I would think it would have been the 22nd.
No, well, we want to get him out to the listeners ASAP.
Are you guys going to be on
ASAP.
holiday
ASAP
after that?
Are you guys
bro.
taking 2 dark weeks?
ASAP
Yeah,
Rocky.
you guys get more than a week of holiday?
What's
Yeah.
happened since the three of us left?
Yeah.
You guys just get the whole month off now?
5 days last year.
Just Adam paying for ski trip in West Virginia for all of you guys?
Look, this year's just all about work-life balance. I mean, what can I
Wow.
say, guys? It's
Mountain Mama.
Back when I worked there, it was you have to dress to success. You have to fucking wear nice clothes to work. Now you guys are fucking all about leisure. Awesome.
did it.
Now you wear flip flops every
I
day.
know. Your toes saw the air every day. Yeah, with Ace Awards this Friday, and I heard I just got confirmation we will be releasing it in high def. So you're getting
Awesome.
you're getting that full stereo sound that Dawson worked so hard doing that none of you have ever gotten to experience before. It's just the staff, but now we'll all get it. It's gonna be nice. As for go ahead, Kalen. What about you? What's up with you?
Check out our Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. And on the Patreon episode, I'm planning to review a new Netflix show called Blue Eye Samurai. So, I don't know. Watch an episode of it if you want to follow along with my review later.
I like that. A little homework. And guys, is it okay that he revealed what he's gonna do for flicking the bean? I hope so. And then
I tease it sometimes.
As for me, check out Patreon. Check out the Ace Awards this Friday. And I'm also this Friday. It's a very special day. It's a birthday. The bass player in my band, Will. So he.
All right on. Happy birthday, Will.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
big
about
up-
Gary's half birthday.
No, it's Gary's full birthday, and please, everybody. I know this. It is this week, so give Gary his birthday love.
What I want for my birthday? 2 weeks off at Christmas.
Well, we got that. We got that for your birthday. And also, no joke though, it is my bass player Will's birthday as
Yeah,
well.
we share a birthday.
And we are playing a birthday show for him at Mugshots in Cyprus. It's a nice little divey beer bar.
Sounds like it.
I don't know. I think they still do Frisky Fridays. I don't think they've done Frisky Fridays for years, but it is a place that used to do Frisky Fridays where the bartenders used to dress in very scandalous outfits. We'll pick the bar. This is his home bar. And we'll be both his bands will be playing, including the one I'm playing it. So come out and say what up. Mugshots, baby Cyprus. Let's go. I haven't been there in probably 20 years.
Good call.
That's awesome.
No, 15 years. All right. Well, anyway, that'll do it for Watercooler. We appreciate you listening. A lot more stuff coming on Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.